Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Lori Rubin. I'm with ViewBug, and I'm here with Lindsey Pantaleo, and she's our guest judge today. She's going to be revealing her picking her winner for the Metallic Matter photo contest, and also she's gone through and chose a few images that she'd like to talk about. So this is going to be very educational, inspirational. You'll get to see what Lindsey is looking for when she is looking for a winning image. So I'd like to give a brief introduction to Lindsey. She's a wonderful fine art and wedding portrait photographer. In fact, I'm going to pull up her website here. She's got some beautiful images here, and she's based in the Midwest. She's, her photography career is centered all over the world, but she really specializes in weddings and high school seniors. That's her forte. So you can see her images here, very soft, beautiful. And, you've got this style, Lindsey, that's really all your own, which I love. I love seeing that. So she's also staff writer for Fstoppers, but you can see her website there up on the screen. And I'm going to go ahead and let Lindsey introduce herself a little bit more. Lindsey, tell us a little bit more about you and your work.
Hi guys, I am like you said, wedding and portrait photographer based in the Midwest. I've been doing photography for a little over 10 years now. I started my business my senior year in high school, and I started photographing other seniors that were my age at the time. And I just kind of fell into that, and I loved it. And then I went to college, and I did graduate school, and then I worked in corporate America for a while, and it just really wasn't my thing. I mean, I liked relationships with people, but photography was always something that it was always what I wanted to do. So anyway, so about 4 years ago, I went full time with photography, and it's pretty neat. It's kind of taken me all over the world. We've done different things. We moved to a new area a couple of years ago, so I had to kind of redefine myself into a new market, which was interesting and fun, and hard at times, but it's been very rewarding. So we're just very happy that we're here, and I love what I do.
You can see that. It's really beautiful, beautiful work. Lindsey's going to talk about several of these images that she was given to pick from. So Lindsey, go ahead and tell us why you selected this one to showcase.
Okay, vintage wings. First of all, I just want to say that everybody that entered images into this contest, they were all very different and awesome and unique in their own way. Like I was telling Lori, like I feel like some of this is just kind of subjective, like things that stick out to me, just in certain photos. So first one I kind of chose to talk about was vintage wings. First of all, I love the perspective of that photo. I love how it's kind of, it looks so large because you're taking it from, the bottom corner of that image. And I love the sky, how it looks like it's a really cloudy day. And I also thought the black and white conversion was nice. And not only do I see that sky, but I see that reflection, on that metal of the airplane. So I kind of felt like there was a lot of going on there. Made me kind of want to see, some more of that shot, like what the whole thing would look like. But I like that it gave me a taste of kind of what that area looked like.
Yeah, and let's talk about the title of this also. This is Metallic Matter. So it's all
Mm-hmm.
about metal. And that's
Right.
challenging, isn't it?
Yes, and I think the neat thing with this group of images were that a lot of them had neat reflections, kind of like the People's Choice. That had a really neat reflection, obviously with the mirror glass below. And I think that this, because the metal isn't perfect, so it's kind of got it's vintage, so it's got some dents and dings and characteristics to it. And when that sky shines off of it, I think it just adds something neat and unique to that image.
hmm Yeah, this is beautiful. And, the fact that they convert it to black and white really, I think, shows off that metal as well. So really
Right.
nice. Good pick.
Yeah.
That's very
The
nice.
conversion was beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's take a look at another one here. This is called
Okay.
CN Train. Wow. Let's talk about this one, Lindsey.
Yes, I love this photo. Okay, 'cause so if I was thinking, I was kind of picturing how the person took this image, and normally, it looks like there's a hillside there, so I was kind of thinking he must be down, but it kind of feels like, I know that he is probably at a lower level, but it almost feels like he's a little bit higher up. And I think what I really liked of this photo was yes, the center point, the focus is, probably going to be more towards the left because that's where the train is coming in. But my eye draws right down the line, and I see several parallel lines. I see the train coming to a point. I see the gravel coming to a point. I see the grass coming to a point in the back. So I liked how interesting this was because, like I said, you would normally think that you would gravitate more to the left, but I gravitated more to the center point of this image to see all these pretty parallel lines running. And then obviously the sky is gorgeous. It has a really neat color. I like how it kind of has like a cloudy thunderstorm look at the top, but then it kind of fades to something soft and more pastel kind of in the back.
Yeah, and you brought up a really great point, and that is that train is going off to the left, which is usually a no-no when you're talking about, rules of thirds and technical kind of things. But I think the balance, you're right, your eyes leading right down the center, but that the bright clouds on the right, I think really balance that train on the left. And
Right, right. So I feel like you're pulled more to the middle instead of it being to the left
yes.
because you have so many, there's so many lines that are coming to the center of that photo, which I just think is interesting.
Yeah, that's really great. Beautiful colors, yeah, like you said, just gorgeous. Very
Very pretty
nice.
colors.
Very good. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. This
Okay.
one's called Plane Crash Light Painting. Very
hmm
dramatic.
hmm
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think the first thing I thought about this photo was, what's the story here? Like, I mean, what happened? I guess that was the first thing that I thought to myself. And then when I really started looking at it, the lighting on the wings, like all the lighting, I'm guessing that they used probably multiple speed lights to kind of do this, or maybe did it in Photoshop. But I felt like the lighting was very superior, like where I can see all of the different pieces of the plane laying there. There wasn't a dark spot where, like maybe I couldn't see something. The only dark spots are on the mountains behind it, which I think really pulls me to the very focus of that image, which is that plane. And I liked the contrasting colors. I'm guessing that's, supposed to emulate like a fire in the cockpit. But I thought that the balance of colors there was pretty. And plus, I see the mountains in the background and I see the stars in the sky. It's a very beautiful picture, even though it probably wasn't, supposed to be beautiful because it is a plane crash. But I can see several different things highlighted in that image, and it just pulls it all together for me.
Absolutely. And this is a real storytelling image, isn't it?
Yes, yes. Definitely wondering what happened there.
Absolutely, yeah. And Lindsay and I are talking about, the technical challenges and such when you're looking at an image, but sometimes things capture your eye just because they're, it's beautiful, it's an interesting story, and you want to kind of go into the image and find out what's going on. So this is one of those.
Right.
Very, very different and certainly eye-catching.
Right. I
That's
love the lighting in that photo and what's highlighted and what's not highlighted.
absolutely, yeah, very nice. Okay, we're going to go on to our next one. Submarine. Okay, Lindsay, why did you select this particular image?
I selected this image for a couple of different reasons. First of all, that it's a submarine and it's kind of on land, so or it looks like there's some water behind it, but for the most part, it's docked. So I thought that was interesting. I liked the angle of it. I like how it looks very large in the front, but then it kind of has the curves and angles kind of go to the back. And I really liked, once again, this is the metal, the metallic series. I really liked how that the side of the submarine, I'm picking up the sky, I'm picking up the colors, so it just made a very beautiful like shadows and highlights all over that submarine. um, how the sun was in the sky, it looks like the sun was being covered by a cloud, but it really made like a giant softbox type reflection on the left side of that submarine. So I loved the sky. I loved how it reflected off of the submarine. I loved the colors, and I kind of like the softness of that. Once again, it kind of makes me wonder. I wonder why it's there. So it brings it kind of tells a story. It makes me want to ask questions of the story behind that submarine.
Absolutely, yeah, and love the colors too. It's almost like split toning or something. There's nothing that's really standing out. There's some blues, but the tones are really beautiful.
Right.
And isn't it interesting? This is a submarine, but it's beautiful. It really is.
It's a very eye-catching image. If I was to see that hanging up somewhere, I would definitely take another look.
Yes.
And I think a lot of it has to do with, yeah, the colors, the toning, the warmness of that photo.
Yeah, really nice. Also give thanks to Smugmug, who's offering prizes. So for the grand jury winner, they're going to get a year of Smugmug and also 350 reward points. And the People's Choice will also get the same. So there's going to be a People's Choice, and then Lindsey is going to reveal her jury winner, her grand jury winner. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. All right, so this is the People's Choice, a really beautiful image. Lindsey, can you tell a little bit, what do you think about this one for the People's Choice?
I like this image too. I think it's the reflection of this is incredible. I think that's the one thing that you're drawn to, and also like the chain gloves. A very interesting perspective. It's very neat. I like. I don't know what I don't know where they came from. Once again, the story part of it always kind of draws me in. But I think the reflection in this image is just beautiful, and also the black and white conversion is very stunning, where I kind of get the shadows and the highlights in that image, like on top of the hands. The lighting in that photo is very beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's a very striking, that's for sure.
Yeah, very
And
striking.
yeah, very
It's
lovely.
got a hard edge to it, but it's kind of soft in the reflection, so I like that as
Yeah,
well.
perfectly done there. Yeah, so congratulations, Graham, for getting your People's Choice, and it's called The Old Way. So very, very nice. Okay, we're going to go ahead and reveal the winner for the Metallic Matter photo contest. This is Lindsey's pick. And congratulations, Bronco. And Lindsey, tell us why this one, out of all the images you had to select from, why is this the one that you picked?
Well, I felt like for this, for this subject matter, the metal, the metallic look, this photo was really just amazing for that. There's several different things going on in the photo. First and foremost, the reflective structure. So, I think what I really liked about this photo is there was so much going on, and normally I'm very simple and I like simplistic type photos, but I liked that, I could see that building that must be, to the back left or the back right that it's reflecting off of. I liked that I could see several different things. I even liked the girl running to her car that's
Mm-hmm.
through that. I liked, like, where is she going? What is she doing? I liked that view. And then I also liked that the sky kind of went from that, kind of like how the train one did, but it kind of went from that cloudy thunderstorm look at the very top to more of like maybe the clouds are opening kind of in the background. So you kind of get that reflection as well on that metal, on that metal structure there. I can kind of see, some clouds over there on the right. But I think, yeah, what I really liked about this was the different reflections and how there was so much going on in the picture to where, it really had a story for me. I really wanted to see more. I wanted to see what was around that, how they were getting that reflection on the building and such.
Yeah, your comment about, seeing the buildings, it kind of gives you a peek into what is around the surrounding area, which is
Right.
really, really lovely. And great, those arches and textures and the
Right.
tones again in this image are beautiful. Really
Right.
nice.
It has kind of that, the editing on this photo was definitely more of
Mhm.
that, it brought out more of that metal feel to me than some of the other ones did. It definitely felt like a great choice for this category.
Right. And Lindsay, do you think this was HDR? Yeah,
Yes, yeah,
probably is, huh? Hmm.
probably. I'm guessing they did something overlay of some sort.
Yep. Yeah, that's great. So again, congratulations, Bronco. This is a beautiful image. And thank you to all the people that have participated in this contest. You had a lot of people that entered. So this
Yes,
was
there was a
a
lot of awesome photos.
awesome photos. Yes, for sure. Okay. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us today. I hope you got a little insight into Lindsay's world, how she views images. And again, congratulations to everybody who participated. Really wonderful.
Yes.
Very good. So thank you, Lindsay. And thanks, everyone. All right. Bye bye.
Thanks so much. Bye.